Hi you guys, I'm lying over here down at Academy Athletics and we're gonna show you how to use a foam roller, all right? We're gonna take you through a quick sequence that you can do at the end of your workouts to just loosen up your whole body. It feels really nice, you guys. So the foam rollers are just a good tool to have at home. In fitness, it takes forever to get better at things, to get improvements, to lose weight, but something like the foam roller gets results rather quickly. So that's why it's fun to use. You don't need to incorporate it too many times into your week. Just, twice a week we'll probably do it for about 5 minutes. All right, you guys, so I'm gonna show you what we do. We're gonna hop on the floor and take you through the little combo. So the foam rollers, there's different sizes, of course, and the tighter they are, the more tension you're gonna give yourself, okay? So do what feels right. On the foam roller, I typically will like to start on the glutes, all right? So I'm holding myself with my legs, I'm holding myself with my arms just a little bit, and then you're gonna roll back and forth on your glute. There are different angles on the glute. It's just kind of a big muscle, and so you can turn a little bit more this way or turn a little bit more this way, whatever feels right, okay? So we just roll for a little bit, and then we're gonna go into the side of the hip. So this one right here, a lot of times this will get tight, and so it's a good idea to kind of mix this in. This will help prevent injuries and things like that. Here as well, you can try different angles. I'm here more, and then I'm here more, okay? It helps. And then from here, guys, you're gonna circle forward, and here we can get the hip flexor. This is your running muscle. You'll see this one typically isn't as tight, but it's a good idea to still do, all right? And so now we're gonna move down into the IT band. So this is the reason the foam roller was invented, okay? So tight IT bands can lead to knee pain, okay? You can feel like you got a full-on knee injury, but a lot of times it's just your IT band is tight and it's pulling on your knee and pulling on your hip. So what you're gonna do is just straighten out your leg and you roll from the top of your knee to the top of your hip. If it's very sensitive, like if it hurts when you do this, it means that you need it, all right? And like I said, this will improve rather quickly and can prevent some knee pain, so it's well worth doing. You can roll like this, where you are holding yourself with your legs. You can also hold here if that's more comfortable for you. Or if you want more tension, you can go ahead and put one leg over the other, all right? In time, you'll definitely progress this way of doing it for sure, all right? With the IT band, you don't wanna overdo it, just roll for a little bit. If you roll too much, you can almost bruise it. That's why just a few minutes a day, twice a week is all you really need. Then what we can do is roll onto the quadriceps. So you're rolling back and forth like this. If you want, sometimes I get on the side of the mat, just kind of so it doesn't get in the way of things, if you know what I mean? And so just kind of roll back and forth just like this. You can also turn your leg and do the inside of the leg. This one's a little awkward. It definitely doesn't feel as smooth, but inside of the leg can be very sensitive. You can get a lot of pain down there, so it's not a bad idea to work on it. Next, we're gonna move into the hamstrings. So the hamstrings rolling back and forth. For this, you typically will wanna flip one leg over the other, so you weigh down this leg, okay? The hamstrings are tight and they could really benefit from this kind of work. Unfortunately, the foam roller doesn't get in here as much as you would like. So a better way to kind of roll your hamstring is actually to use a basketball. The roundness of the basketball is gonna push really up high into your hammy, and it just makes for a really, really effective foam roll. So next, you're gonna move on to the calves, all right, guys? And so for the calves, we can do them both at once if you like, just to be more efficient. So you're gonna roll back and forth just like so. And then here, if you want more tension, it's the same thing. You're gonna go one over the other. You'll see the calves are a little bit more sensitive, and so you don't necessarily need the double tension, and that's why I'll typically do them both at once. So you roll back and forth, you can kind of creep up and get the top, get a little bit more closer to your knees. And then here as well, doing different angles, kind of going in this way, then out this way, can kind of help. In line with the IT band, you can do the side of the leg. This one too is just a little bit awkward. You can hold yourself with your hand, but you roll sideways. This is not a bad idea to do from time to time as well. And then going back to that calf position here, we're gonna move down just a little bit more and turn it into ankles. So this feels really good, guys, and I would highly recommend mixing this in. And so you can twist your legs to get the outside of the ankle and inside of the ankle. Same thing, you can go one over the other if you want more tension, but those ankles do take a beating. That Achilles tendon takes a lot of pressure, so it's a good idea to kind of do this kind of stuff to loosen it up. All right, guys, let's go ahead and try those same stretches on the other side. So we're gonna start off with the glute, roll back and forth. Again, different angles of your glute if you'd like, okay? And then we're gonna get sideways. You're turning sideways. Let's do that hip. Try not to break my microphone here. All right, guys, so sideways like so. Roll back and forth. Try different angles if you'd like. I'm gonna flip it forward again. Let's do that hip flexor. Now move this down. We're gonna go into quadriceps. Quadriceps stretch the front of your leg. And then you can roll, do the inside of your leg like so. Hold yourself with your arms though, okay? With the foam roller, you're always trying to gauge how much of your body's weight you're putting on there. All right, you can make it easier or harder depending on how much you're holding yourself with your arms and with your legs. And all right, guys, let's go into that IT band now, okay? So roll on your side, you're gonna straighten out your leg. Remember, hold yourself with your legs. Your leg is either here or here, whichever one's more comfortable for you. And then you can progress to one leg over the other. And all right, guys, we'll go ahead and hit that hamstring on this side too. Be nice and even here. One leg over the other. You can even kind of lean forward. I'll do this sometimes, just kind of lean forward to put a little bit more weight. But like I said earlier, the basketball is really the way to go if you have one of those at home. All right, guys, next we're gonna do that side of the leg here. So this one's a little bit awkward, but you can get it done. Hold yourself with your arms and just kind of roll back and forth on it. I don't spend too much time on this one, but it's a nice one to do. From here, you can choose to hit your calves and your ankles one more time if you like, or you can move on. When we move on, we're gonna hit the lower back next. So for the lower back, it's very important, you guys, that you round your back and flex your abs. What you don't wanna do is arch and pinch your spine. That could really hurt you, so be careful. When doing the lower back, I like to try to get parallel to the floor. So I'm flexing my abs so I don't arch back. I'll typically do this one side at a time, right? I'm on one side of my spine instead of both down the middle. This isn't necessarily wrong, both down the middle, but it can maybe put a little bit more pressure on your spine than we would like, okay? So stick to one side at a time. I feel like that's a nice way to do it. So I'm gonna roll to one side, and then I'm gonna switch and roll to the other side. Flexing my abs, just rolling back and forth. You can also find a place where it hurts the most and just hold. That works. And then remember, you can do less pressure by holding onto the floor here or here, or even holding on to something else, okay? Softer foam rollers if you feel too tight. Harder foam rollers like this if you want more pressure. And after the lower back, we'll go ahead and hit that upper back. You can roll back and forth. Watch out if you have a ponytail that you don't get stuck back there. But all you want to do is kind of roll that upper back. You can round your shoulders if you like. You can go all the way down to your neck if you like. That feels pretty good. And then here as well, there are different angles. You can try to one side this way, one side this way, whichever makes the most sense for you. But so that's about it, guys. Just a few minutes of foam rolling, and you'll see your body feels like it just got a full body massage. This will make a big difference against your pain and really will help out with injuries and things like that over the long run. Thanks for watching, you guys, and we'll see you again soon.